Back.
Yeah,
Oh, so good to
good.
see you.
We're
You
we're
look,
back. We're
you
back.
look fresher.
Well, it's been a
What's,
long break, isn't it? 3 or 4
yeah,
weeks. So
what's the
been a
secret?
long break.
I want to be on what you are, what you're on.
I'll have what you're having. Well, it's that, you see. I'm a punk.
Oh, good to have you back. Oh, right. Okay, so we're gonna make a start now. Do you want to do the
Yep.
introduction for us, please?
Yes, well, as we say, it's some time since we were last gracing your screens or your radios, but we're back and hopefully a new year, 2026, of some interesting thoughts, some did you knows, and some discussions between us. So I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. Welcome to the Alien Spaceship. Right, so where do we start? Over
Where
to
do we
you.
start?
Yeah,
Well, I tell you what, we'll start with, excuse me, we'll start with a couple of did you knows. All
right.
right. After that, I've got a few questions I want to ask you for discussion. So let's have a look. Right. The only muscle that never tires is the heart. The hardest working muscle pumps, listen to this, 100,000 times in one day, pumping more than 2,000 gallons of blood and beats 35 million times in a year. So we've talked about the body and the organs before, but when you think of that, you can see, I expect we've all seen images of a heart beating, perhaps an animal's heart or a human heart. And it's mind blowing, isn't it? The thing that this little piece of meat, shall we say, actually has the impetus, the life, the cells to keep that beating for many, many years in most cases. So when you look at the numbers, the amounts of blood it's pushing around the body, and the way it does it, really unbeknownst to us, we're not sort of constantly thinking about, oh, I wonder how the old heart's doing. It's all left, isn't it, to the brain to monitor and to do all that. So yeah, that's one worthy of worth starting with. And talking of the brain, let's have another. Did you know the human brain has a huge memory capacity, similar to the storage of many computers, and is estimated to be able to store about 2.5 petabytes of data, which equals 2.5 million gigabytes. This is what the brain can store. That's equivalent to 300 years worth of TV shows, as if
Oh,
we'd watched that for 300 years. But when you think about that, it's easy to trip that off the tongue, 300 years of TV shows. But 300 years of constantly watching TV, all that information, and we couldn't make it numbers, could we? What that means, but all the information we're able to store upstairs here in our brains. Did you know that eyelash mites, live in your eyelashes and eat dead skin? Well, that's not a very nice thought, is it? But going on from that,
no.
there are more living organisms on the skin of each human than there are humans on the surface of the earth. Let me read that again. There are
Wow.
more living organisms on the skin of each and every human than there are humans on the surface of the earth. And there are 1,000 times more than that in your gut.
Wow.
It makes you wonder how we survived, doesn't it, really, with all these
Wow.
all these
Wow.
parasites. I mean, things that cling to us for their life, I guess, are a form of parasite. But we're walking around effectively covered in things living their lives on us, feeding on us. So I may well have a couple more showers later on today just to try and get rid of some of those. Now, what about this? You can tell me whether this applies to you, cuz studies have shown that men's intelligence is linked to having a hairy chest. Do you believe that? I won't ask you
Well,
if you've got a hairy. I
well,
won't
I
ask you,
haven't.
but oh, well,
I
that
haven't.
explains a lot.
It does. You beat me
That
to it.
explains it all. Well, it says, what does it say here? Men with hairy chests are considered to be more intelligent. Now we know why some men undo more shirt buttons than they should. But yeah, I don't know quite who does research like that. Let's look at men's chests and just, discuss their level of intelligence. Crazy. Going back to what we have on our bodies, wearing headphones, which we do quite a lot, I guess, for just 1 hour will increase the bacteria in your ear by 700 times. So that's a bit worrying as well, isn't it, really? Every time
I
we
have,
put headphones on, there's a lot more stuff getting into us.
I actually believe that.
Not good, is it? And the last one for now, before we go on to a bit of a discussion, and we'll come up back to these. Did you know that it's impossible for most people, I would say anybody actually, to lick their own elbow? You ever tried to do that? It's not possible, is it? Not
No,
possible.
no.
And actually, and that reminds me of another one. Another did you know? Did you know that the distance between your wrist and your elbow equates to your shoe size? Well, that's an
Oh,
interesting one. It may or may not be true. I don't know. I've never
uh,
really tested it.
I,
From the,
I
the
don't.
wrist, not the hand. So
Right, okay.
I was a bit worried when I read that one earlier. I was a bit worried about what that was going to say, but we won't go into that. But right, let's go now on to yeah. We talked a bit before the holidays about, or before Christmas, as some say, about us as individuals, our unique self. Why every human is different. Every human has a different vantage point, a different upbringing, a different environment, a different personality. It's hard to believe that if there's, say, I think 8 billion, 9 billion people on the planet, that
Right.
everyone is unique. Every one of us is unique. And therefore we'll all have different